Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to pYanodon's Season 3. Today we're starting out with the Patreon Zen Garden, adding a few of our wonderful patron members. We're going to add Kurt L into the garden. I guess we need the dot. And then Lodro and Kurt L, thank you so much. Uh-oh, we need one more. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and being a patron. Very appreciated. We're gonna need a little bit more space at the bottom, I think, for the rest of our patrons. But we're getting close. I don't have that many patrons. Hint, hint. But yeah, so today we are getting into logistics science. It's gonna be great. I think we're finally gonna get our first pack, unless there's something I've missed. We're pretty dang close. We just need cotton guts to be figured out properly and we'll be good to go. I might have maybe not connected another thing or two. That's definitely possible. But yeah, so we just need... I might do the cotton guts right here. Yeah, I guess it's a little wider than I thought it would be. Because we also need the Ralasia seeds for the cotton guts. So this whole system is just big. It is a big system. And... how does this work again? We need to produce cotton guts from pups. So that means we need to produce pups in a reproductive complex, which is the size of a Death Star. That's no moon. It's a reproductive complex. I don't know why I think that's so funny, but that cracked me up. And then we've got that making the pups. Thankfully nothing spoils in this whole chain, so that's really nice. That's a first. So yeah, I think this is all we need to do. Oh, and I need wood? Oh no, I don't think I have wood over here. How much wood are we talking? Excuse me. Let's see. It's coffee and pie morning, so I haven't had enough coffee yet to stop yawning, apparently. I have wood over here, so I think I'm just gonna use that. Wait, I already have wood down here. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, never mind, we're fine. We'll just make the wood chips right there. Yeah. Okay. So the wood chips are made like this. Okay. No, they're not wood chips, they're tree seeds. Sorry. Same idea, but they are not called the same thing. Alright, and then... ooh, our first animal sample. Wait. We shouldn't be making animal sample yet, because I don't have Sarcoris, right? What's my plan? No, Sarcoris waits for animal sample, and animal sample and logic. Yeah, I guess we're gonna assume we have cotton guts. I mean, I could always slow down the alg rendering based on whether we have the other ingredients for Sarcoris. But you just start getting into this crazy loop of requirements. It's almost like I should just have every building configured to a green light, and the green light has every single ingredient wired into an AND combinator that's like on the belts leading into those buildings. So it's like, don't run these buildings unless we've got everything ready to go. But then the problem is, then if you're light on an input, then it stops all the buildings, when it's like, no, you need the rest of the buildings to keep running. So it's almost like you need all the buildings that start the process. I don't know if I'm making any sense. It's like you need all the first buildings in the different chains to be reliant on that. So like the alg rendering and the Sarcoris making and the... I mean, this doesn't spoil... It's basically anything that's spoilable. You don't want it to start until all of the things that are spoilable can finish all the way through the end of the chain. And that's just really tricky to set up combinator-wise. Anyway, I should actually do work here. Okay, we're gonna need barrels, first of all. So... let's set up a couple things here. So that mixes with this. And then we've got ourselves... Why am I going on the right side? Goodness, sometimes I impress myself with some amount of ridiculousness. Here, let's take the belts 23 tiles further than we need to be. Is it 23? No, 22. 22 tiles further than they need to go. That makes sense, doesn't it? Not. Alright, Frandium Laborinos are gonna be like this. And we're gonna have a loop like this. And then these are all growing the pups ups, as I like to say. Oh no, wait, no, it's sushi. I was like, oh no, there's 5 ingredients. It won't fit on 2 belts because, you know, 1 per lane. Haha, that's the strength of sushi. Doesn't matter how many ingredients we have. And that is very nice. All right, and then we'll get Ralasia seeds figured out on this thing. And then I'll do this, and this will do, oop, I guess we're going the other way. I think I want these to be spaced out a little bit more. And then maybe 1 more to the right. So that way we have a little bit more space for shenanigans later. And then the Ralasia seeds. I think I'm gonna put down here. And we're out of bot nurses. And we need more Ralasia plantations. Yeah, I don't really have a super easy fix for this, because this is just basic. Not enough. Well, maybe it's enough. How many did we need? I might actually not need more than that. Logistics science, we plugged in the cotton gut, so we plugged in these at the bottom. It is just 2 plantations. No, but that's for, hold on. That's for those. That's not for the cotton guts. 0.056 cotton guts requires, wait, but that's cotton gut studs being 1. This is not... This is the one I want. And this needs 4 Ralasia plantations. Okay. Sorry, we need a lot more. Ralasia, my beloved. Not. Ralasia is probably the slowest of all the things. I guess... I don't know, maybe Vrauxar. I'm trying to think of, like, which thing have I needed the most of, relatively speaking. Feels like Ralasia is pretty high on the list, but I guess it's not actually, because we only need 2 there. We only needed... I mean, I don't even need 4 here. Why did I build 4 here? Oh, right, because we were considering just using those seeds for the rest of everything and just belting them over. I completely forgot that was like something I was considering doing. Should I? Eh. We'll just recreate it. Gosh dang it, those stupid bots. I'm so tired of this bug. Oh, it'll be really nice when, I don't know, it's either fixed or I'm using a different mod. Construction drones was not meant to work with map view. I haven't reported it yet, to be fair. That's on me. It's so much work to report bugs, especially as a content creator. You can't go and do it right now. I mean, I guess I could pause the recording and go do it, but that, you know, it breaks my flow. What am I trying to make right now? I need soil. That's what we're doing. Alright, so then we can make a few more of these, if I also have more glass, which I don't. And then I can only make one, because we need more treated wood, which is over here, if I want to steal it. And then we're out of soil again, because you need 300 each. Crazy. Do I have enough though? That's 4? I think I want 5. Just to future-proof things here. A smidge. Okay. So that's good. And then all the way down here. Now the soil. Yeah, I don't really want that there. I think I want the soil to go the other direction. So that we can just expand downwards. And then we haven't crafted the soil extractor. That's gonna need to go somewhere here-ish. But then these are gonna need to go up a little bit. Like there. And then we need water connection. Let's see, something. There's a hydrogen connection. The water connection needs to go here. And then here. Select soil. So that's good. And then the soil gets on this belt. And that's good. Power poles. I feel like this is just too inconsistent for my taste. I just want to set up something that's like, it's the same pattern for every building. You know? Just like that. And then that's the pattern. And then I can just tile that. And that's the pattern for this. And I can just tile that. Okay. I think that's good. We already set all that up, so this is Ralasia out. I don't need to save flowers over here because we're already doing that on the west side. West side. But I don't have any flowers to start, so we need to go grab some. And then we can get cotton guts going. And I need a bunch of water barrels, we already said. So let me grab some steel as well. Get those water barrels crafted. Steel. 600 should be plenty. And now we're going over to pick up some Ralasia flowers. Which are down... Where are they? They're over to the left, yeah. I'll just take them all. I don't need them over here right now. And just in the interest of having enough cotton guts for a long time, I'll grab another 100 food. It feels so weird to automate something and then only ever grab 500 from it. Like, did I really need to automate that? By the time I need more cotton gut studs than the amount I've now got ready to produce, like, I probably am going to be moving on to cotton gut Mark II. So, I don't know if I really needed this. The cotton gut food automated, that is. Oh my god, wait a second. We need to limit the stud pups here. Okay, so wait a second. This is the output of non-bio-crud. So this needs to be limited based on the stud pup count. Less than 20. There we go. And then when we've used up, well, this is tricky. I need a combinator here to send the bat signal that we were talking about from before. But it's the cotton gut signal. And I want that to be food is greater than 2 or even 5. I want that to be stud pup, because the fish eggs are only needed by the stud pups. So if stud pups are low and we have food, then we'll go ahead and output the cotton gut signal, the regular one, which is the bat signal that we send to the power poles, which I think we already hooked up to there, yeah. So I just need... It's so annoying though that the whole like dragging the green wire thing, if you let go of the mouse, you lose the green wire, so you can't like manually place it. Can you? Alt Control. Control does this weird thing. I never knew that. What does holding Control do? But it definitely doesn't work. So you have to drag it to max length. I guess you can then shift it. I don't know. Okay. So there's the actual signal now that will properly determine if we should be still requesting fish eggs or not. And this is all backed up because it should be. And now this is just going to work for a very long time. In fact, I just realized I need more cotton gut food because I made so many stud pups. We overspent on stud pups. And now I have to pay a lot of food to grow them all up into beautiful grown-up cotton guts. Well, the good news is I'll have enough for a while. Alright, do that. You know, I said we're gonna get logistic science in this episode. I hope I'm right. It's feeling like we might cut it a little close here. I forgot we needed like all the Ralasia and all the cotton gut, and it's kind of a big setup. This is not a small setup. Water's not connected. Okay, the water's connected. And now it's just a matter of Ralasia seeds. So let's get this all primed. That's done. And now we've got most of what we need. We do need Ralasia seeds for both. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we have our Prandium labs, and then we can just... The nice thing about sushi belts is well, depends on how many splitters I have. Because if you have a bunch of splitters up here, like pulling off certain things or whatever, then you need a bunch of wire connections to read the whole belt, but then that whole belt reader would have to be connected down here too. So I think I'll just try to not have that sort of issue. And then I can add to the belt down here. And then we can have more buildings. Like this. I don't think 4 is enough. Don't I need more of these? Didn't I need like 4 point something? I need more iron and intermetallics. Okay. Alright, well, this is gonna come down, and then we'll add to the sushi belt. I'll put the sushi mixer here. No, I guess I should... I guess we just won't read the sushi mixer. It should average out fine over time, so it's not the biggest of deals. And we just can't put any more splits on the belt loop is all. That is now the maximum. Water barreling can happen. See, the problem is if you want like all the water barrels, you just have to like hope you get all of them if you filter off inserters. Empty barrel. Which is why using a filter can be nice. But this also works. And then we need the water. Makes me actually feel like this would be a better fit down here as well. Because we can do this wherever. So it'll pull off all the empty barrels. Or maybe an even better solution would be we have something like this. So we pull off most of the empty barrels with those two inserters. And then those will go into a chest that builds up, and then this will go out into a little bit of an output buffer for the fully watered barrels. And then that will just be a whole belt reader. And that'll go water barrel is less than 50. I'll just do 50 for now for all my numbers. We'll tune it here in a minute. And you're gonna go Malaysia seed less than 50. And then you need a water input. That's why I put you right there. You need water, or power. I guess we also have power coming up here, probably. Maybe? Yes, the wire reach problem. Can't even reach 9 freaking tiles across. It's so annoying. I really do think I know some Pi devs sometimes watch my videos. Please make wire reach longer for short, small, and medium pulls. It just feels too restrictive, and that is just my opinion. I realize not everyone agrees. So that's my 2 cents. It might not be a good 2 cents, but it's my 2 cents. All right, and then we're gonna fill up you with barrels. Oh, by the way, I haven't looked in a while, but are barrels at the bottom, like when you're filtering a slot, I can't filter slots in these. Like if I was filtering this slot, are barrels at the, yes, they are at the bottom now. So when you're looking for something like ash or stone, it's not underneath the barrels. Oh, that's so nice. That was an issue for a long time. I'm so glad they finally fixed that. Because when that issue comes up, it is quite annoying. Because it forces you to use search, even if you just want something simple like ash from up here. Anyway, what am I doing? This, and then we need fuel. And then we need steel. I'll give it a bunch. Okay, so that's done. Water barrels are good. Malaysia is good. Is that fast enough, Malaysia? 4 seconds. According to this, it totals to 0.473, so it is enough. And I do only need 3 cotton gut plants, by the way. Plants? Labs? Prandium labs? Whatever they're called. Okay, so we're almost there. We've got water barrels, and this will be the moondrop and the tree seeds. Let me do it this way. Read tree seed less than 50. Moondrop less than 50. Alright, and then we'll put pups and empty barrels on the close side. So all your outputs go on the close side. Input. We need 2 cotton gut studs. Well, we need a lot more than 2, I guess. How fast are we growing up? Studs 72 an hour? That should be enough. I guess that's why we do want a bunch of cotton gut food there, is so that we have hundreds. Because each building needs, what is it, 12, a full 20. So that's 80 right there. Okay, so we'll fill the buildings, and then they output cotton guts and empty barrels onto the far side. And we just don't have to do anything else. Super nice. Barely an inconvenience. It's so nice to not have any spoilables. I might as well... I mean, we do want to limit the cotton guts here. So we'll set you to run cotton gut normal is less than... We'll get 30 on the belt at once. And then now what are we missing? Oh, initial... Oh, now I understand why this recipe gives you some normal pups. Because that's how you have to start the cycle. This is the only way to get normal cotton gut pups before this loop has started. I see. Okay, so now I should be able to throw those in. And it raises batches of 7 at a time. And we should be good to go. Let me just put those into a chest for a minute. And then in terms of actual rates, Ralasia, let me get larger numbers that make sense to my brain. So Ralasia seeds are needed. It's kind of like a 1 or 2, 3, 4 numbers. So 2 barrels to 3 seeds to 3 tree seeds and moondrops. So that means water barrels, if those other things are 50, water barrels can be like 25. So I'll just make it like 30. And then these would be 45. Not that we need perfect ratios, but it does please me. And then this would be 60 and 60. Now again, the numbers are going to be a little wrong because of the mixer here. Because we're not measuring the mixer, but over time it'll be within a few units of correct. Okay, and then what's the automated insertion limit? So we're gonna have 16 barrels in there. I was gonna have 6. That's 22 barrels plus what's on the belt. I think we have enough now. Sweet. That should do it for actual cotton gut production. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's crazy, but I think we are now ready. And we can hook this up. We'll have regular inserters pulling off cotton guts. And by regular, I mean mechanical. Let's see if we can just find them. Yeah, they're right there. We'll have 2 of them, but just on one side of the belt. And we want a belt up to the Sarcoris. Ooh. Ooh. Is there a juicy opportunity to go up through the middle here? I think there is. Hey, we made our first cotton gut. Go team. Go team. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do here. I am gonna go along this road here, or whatever you want to call it. Uh-oh. Wait. You guys can only grab cotton guts if we have enough of them. Because we need some for the, you know, for this thing. Otherwise, this won't run. In fact, I might even go greater than 20, just because the way they're going to be distributed on the belt might be a bit weird, but that means I want these to go to like 40. Okay. Alright, so cotton guts are over here, and then, I mean, I could just go up and over. That's cleaner than whatever this nonsense was that I was considering. I think I just am addicted to spaghetti. I am Italian. I'm like, no joke. 50% Italian, so it's in my blood. Spaghetti's in my blood. All right, so I believe with this, we have finished logistics science. Holy crap. Now, did I ever do the... Sarcoris only runs if idea? I don't think I have done that yet. Sarcoris is supposed to run if we have animal samples. And that's going to be measured by the ingredients in these 2 spots. So read contents, don't include the in crafting recipe. And then we only want to insert, I guess, flora, because that one's the spoilable one anyway. So if we're gonna stop one thing from inserting to stop the recipe from happening, it would be flora. So any mammal samples only run if they are greater than or equal to 2. Now plasmids are not getting inserted to this. Why is that? Because that's only enabled if plasmids is 0. Oh, but it's filtered to nothing. Why is it filtered to nothing? I think I just wanted it to stop for the time being. Okay, and that's measuring the total animal samples. So it'll only insert the animal-y stuff. Maybe if we're less than 4. I'm okay building up a few. Alright. That should all work. The cotton guts are going to take a minute. Here they are. Here they are to save the day. And we don't have enough pups yet. Oh! Whoops. I never put studs in here. That'll do it. Nor did it have power. What if we just had a lonely cotton gut running the whole thing? Running the whole show? No, no, no. We'll have to. Getting frisky in that native flora over there. Created the first solidified Sarcoris. So here in about a few seconds, we're gonna see the next milestone, which is a big one. Okay, more than a few seconds, 90 seconds. Holy crap, it's happening. It's happening. What is the logistic science icon, by the way? Like, those look like little piece. Is this like a canister of something? Or is this, it almost looks like a circuitry thing, but those are like metal. I have no concept of what this is. I mean, it looks kind of cool and it's green, but other than that, it's like completely incomprehensible to me what this actually is. Are those attachments to something? Is it supposed to hook into something? I have no idea. But here we are. Our first green science. It's so exciting! So exciting. Alright. Boom! There it is. I will take the first 12. Thank you very much. And we are going to enshrinify it. 74 hours. Not the fastest time. But, you know, we're not going for the fastest time, so that's okay. But we are going to get a little logistics science shrine over here. I don't know exactly where to put it. Maybe we put it around ourselves here. There we go. Perfect. I need to zoom in more. I can't zoom in more. There's our first logistic science. And then maybe when we get pi 2 science, we can put it around this dot. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, well, now we just need to set up actual transportation of the logistic science. We'll go ahead and do that with the same caravan or a different caravan. Oops, that was not supposed to be checked, by the way. Yeah. So, do I use the same or a different one? I should be able to use the same one, because he runs if we need any of the ingredients. And if he runs every time we need some of the ingredients, then that should be, you know, some number of science packs to deliver. So I think that'll work. I do need an outpost over by my labs. Oh yeah, we have to reconfigure these bad boys. Okay. We're gonna need... Let's get rid of a couple things here. We're gonna need all the labs to now be able to handle 2 inputs. So here's my thought. We could just do something like this. No, it looks better if we can see the whole belt, I think. So we should just have the middle. I think we can make it work like this. Oops, that was not the right spot. Okay, so then... maybe this isn't gonna work. Hold on. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, we don't have enough spaces here. Because we need 2, 4, 6, 8 inserters plus a spot for a power pole. So at minimum, we need something like this. And a power pole. And then does the power pole tile? It does not. So I really need 2 power poles. Like this. Which makes me think, let's just use a couple extra tiles and call it a day. So we don't have to have this weirdness. It's not like I'm doing anything else with this space right now anyway. So we'll just do the old classic. The old classic. Which is that and that. And then we need a connecting power pole. And then we just copy that. Boom. 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 I don't think we had more labs than that. Yeah, that's it. And I could double this up, you know. In fact, since I'm building it right now, why don't we scooch this over to the side as much as we can so that I could wrap around and do a second set here if we decide these aren't quite fast enough for our research desires. Because eventually this might need to go a bit faster. For now it is more than enough though. Alright, and then we'll throw the outpost. Oh, I didn't craft one. Caravan outpost. Oh, I can't craft one. I'm out of small parts, that's right. Now we got it. Nope. Yes. That's a dig site. And what is this? The Typhoon Bay. Yeah, this is where you actually can get power. Wait, no, what is this? That's where they relax. That's where you turn exhausted augs back into regular augs. This is the aug power generator. I've never considered an aug power generator. I mean, is it worth it? It just feels like it's not worth it. So a tired aug needs to be fed aug food and moss to get you back 500 megajoules. So 1 aug food and 5 moss is 500 megajoules. And 1 Typhoon Bay would supply 250 megawatts worth of aug. I mean, that's not bad. 1 aug food per second would be 500 megajoules. But that's like more than 1 Ralasia per second. That's not a joke. More than 1 moss per second. The seaweed's not bad. 1 seaweed per second. A little bit less than 1 plastic per second. But the Ralasia per second seems like a bit much for what I can handle right now. Okay, anyway, I need to put my pyscience that we grabbed into here. And then I need to put my caravan outpost over here. And then I need to change this belt to this one. Which means I need to grab all the items again off this belt. And then we need to have this belt come in from here. And then I'm just going to do a straight loader, split filters, use filters, Logisci on one side. And then we need some lamps for our research facility. One on each end should be good. Yep. All right. And then... Well... I mean, yeah, what we'll do is we'll... designate a row, but then I think maybe we should have a little bit more storage for that. That's far more than my production rate, so that should be able to keep up. And then we'll have another row. So that's 2 rows of logistics science. And then we'll have, you know, Pi 2 science someday. It'll be many, many hours from now. Probably won't be using this setup anymore at that point. So it's maybe pointless to do it that way. But yeah, now we just need to find this caravan and add in... He'll wait until that, and then what he'll do is he'll load up your green science packs, up to 800 of them, and then you'll run over here, and you'll unload your logistics science down to 0. Wait, what? I haven't made a second batch of science yet? That doesn't sound right. Oh. Our batteries are still broken? I swear we fixed this. Clearly not. What is... Are you kidding me? How did I disconnect it twice? How did I manage this? Oh my goodness. Krydax. Come now. We even fixed this. We fixed this exact issue. and then it wasn't fixed. Oh man. Classic. There we go. Wow. Okay, now batteries are running. Eesh. Well, that is a good feeling. We now have logistics science. Oh, Aurora? No, you can be Larry. Oh, it's still doing the thing. I have to do it from map view. Logi Larry is doing great. And now we've got a couple batteries, so good. Well, there you go. So yeah, I mean, the Sarcoruses don't run unless we have animal samples, and animal samples, what's the restriction on animal samples right now? I mean, I kind of don't have one, but we should have the AUG rendering only happens if we have a need for logistics science, and probably I should have an and we have batteries in there. Now, another way to do this is kind of weird, but at least in this case, it depends on your application. But there are times where what you can do is you can have some sort of arithmetic combinator that says, like, so check this out. Let's just do it. So, you know, you could be like battery times 4,000, but you output logistics science. So what this would do is once batteries are backed up to here, and everyone, you know, every time a battery passes by, it'll be a brief signal, but then it'll stop. So it really is only if batteries are backed up to this point that it will add a ton of logistics science. And then we could hook that into the same network. And then whenever batteries are backed up, then it would think, oh, we have enough logistics science. So sorry, I said that wrong because that would actually do the wrong thing. We would want negative 4,000. So, well, if I wanted it to be batteries are backed up and we need logistics science, then I would actually want the inserters to be running when logistics science is greater than a certain number. But then that doesn't add up properly with the logistics science in here. So that actually, I guess if we did the negative, then it would need to be less than... No, that would work. Because this is going to be negative 16,000. Let's pick a better number, so it'll be easier to do the math with. So if I do negative 2.5K, then once the batteries are backed up to there, this will be outputting negative 10,000. And then as we add packs into here, then that number will increase. So if I had 1,000 packs in here, it would go up to negative 9,000. So then I could just have this runs when it's less than negative 9,000, right? And so that's only going to happen when the batteries are bringing the negative down low enough, but the positives of the actual packs aren't bringing it up high enough, right? So that kind of is a weird way to do an and condition, but it would work. So I just like sharing that because, you know, it gives you guys ideas of how you might do something. In this case, I'm just going to skip it altogether, but it is possible to do it that way. And yeah, now I think we are kind of home free. Let me get rid of some of my inventory nonsense that we don't need. Like, I'm just going to throw some extra augs in there. The blood is something we're not dealing with. Can I do anything with blood other than biomass right now? I think we looked at this already, didn't we? And the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no for now. And what else do we have that we need to get rid of? All sorts of stuff. We could test our fluorospolinen reprocessor. I do think we need a buffer chest here in case the amounts of fluorospolinen get into the hundreds or whatever. Which it could in a weird situation, so I just want to be prepared for that. Now you don't have any manure, that's probably not good. I probably disconnected that, yep. Classic Krydex. I'm not even gonna give myself a hard time. It's just a fact of life now. It's just how I live. Okay. Are these all running? They are. And when they output, they drop 6 at a time. So we could see 24 at once go onto the belt. So I kind of want this. So I probably should actually set these to like 50. Because that way, if a full... well, but they do have a never, I don't know. This probably isn't necessary. Because they have a double buffer, right? So that even if their output causes these inserters to stop inserting for a minute or two, or, you know, 30 seconds or so is more what I should say, they're still running another recipe right afterwards. So it's probably not that big of a deal. And yeah, belt density wise, it looks like we're fine. The belt's nowhere near compressed. It does actually seem like we're a little short on Malaysia seeds, which we are going to be, because didn't I need more than 4? No, 4 is enough. But it's kind of on the edge of enough. And it's definitely not enough to run 4 Prandium labs. So that's part of it as well. Okay, cool. Without any modifications, I think we're actually done. Like, logistics science is just full on running. Holy crap. Also, this tree is very much in the way. And I'm gonna go get rid of the science that we have in our inventory. Wow. I can check that off the list. Mining salt is really not important right now. I'm gonna put that like way at the bottom. We need to do it at some point, but it's just not. It doesn't even matter at this point, because I don't really need it for anything I'm doing. We're not gonna need it for our railroad stuff. All right, and then we'll ditch all of our automation science packs. Now, why are these not running? Yep, I was actually about to say, I bet our flora is jacked up somehow. And it is. It sure is. What do I do? You know, someone reminded me in the comments, and I think I'm just going to take them up on it. There is a way to burn biomass and fluorospilinin that I was kind of forgetting about. And it's just a simple exhaust vent on Steam. It doesn't occur to me immediately because you didn't used to be able to exhaust vent steam. So I think that's why my brain isn't jumping to that conclusion. Because I'm like, oh, well, you can't throw it in a burner. So you have to use it for steam and then add steam engines for that to work. But it's like, wait, no, I can just do this. This is the burner. You do need water. It's like a burner that's fueled by water. So, you know, sometimes maybe the water restriction is going to be annoying, but, you know, in this case, it's not that big of a deal because I've got water right here. I can just do this. And so now I literally can just delete, you know, whatever's in here. Because fluorospilinin is a fuel and so is biomass. So I probably could have been doing this a lot more frequently to delete stuff like fluorospilinin. Because for whatever reason in my head it was complicated because it's like, you can't do a burner. It's like, right. But you can use it as fuel to make steam that you then just vent. So I probably have a few places that would be an efficient change as well. But for now, we're not going to do that. So anyway, I think that's a perfect ending spot for the episode. We haven't done any researches yet. So let's at least queue up our first exciting green science research, which is probably going to be pump jacks. That will be the first one that we do, and it's going to be beautiful because then we can get water wherever we want without having to have water pipes crisscrossing the entire base. That'll be doubly useful for when we transition to rails, which is going to be soon. That's kind of the next major goal. It's possible we find something in the tech tree that makes us think that maybe we should wait, but I don't know what that would be because we have access to logistics bots already. Right? Or no, sorry. Construction bots is what I meant to say. Logistics bots are not around yet, but construction bots are already here, the pYanobots, so we can automate those. And the pYanobots can be the ones to slowly start building our rail network. And at that point, we're just talking about like designing the rail network, getting that built, getting more tin and lead so we can actually produce enough rails for the rail network. So that is why upgrade tin and lead are next on the list. So I really think we're gonna be okay here somehow, believe it or not. I also think before we end the episode, I want a shutdown procedure on alg rendering. So if we do this, because we do need literally every single piece for animal samples, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, and there are only 6 types of things in here. So if all of those are greater than, I mean, what do we need? We need 3, 1 lard. So if all of them are greater than like 30, I can just chill. Well, we need 7 meat, so maybe like greater than 70. So we'll say 10 craftings worth. So I could make the ratios all correct, but we'll just go with 70 for all of them. Well, but that's... No, let's do it right. Let's do 10 craftings worth. So 50 bones, 30 brains, 10 lard. Was it 30 and 30? Skin and guts 3 apiece? Yeah. So all of these are greater than. Then you output the red signal, which says stop. And that... Well, I don't want to stop these because then they'll output jerky. So I need to stop caging algs, maybe? Stop this inserter. Yeah, this has no spoilables, so why don't we just stop caging algs? That's the way to do it. And that's the only thing that has a red signal on the whole network, so that should be fine. So you're only gonna enable if red is 0. So that way we're not just gonna render a ton of algs that we don't need. I am a bit worried though that will ruin the bones system. Does that mean we're gonna run out of bone meal? Because now we have bones in here that need to be over there. Because I'm not taking bones out of here. So what we probably should do is just to kind of guarantee that the numbers all work out, we'll do bones like this. It's not that big of a difference, and that way we know that we'll always have bones. And bones don't decay even, so that's fine. But they go on a big belt and all that. Sweet! Okay, so that'll prevent a bunch of parts from spoiling. So we'll actually use these up. What does lard spoil into? Okay, I was curious. Yeah, I was like, does lard spoil into jerky? But it doesn't. It spoils into biocred. So there you go. I can also put decayed first on these. I hadn't thought of that. But that's handy. So hopefully we can end up with some undecayed animals. But we're probably going to end up with a lot of jerky in here and biocred, apparently. That's fine. All right, let's throw our batteries in there. Well, do I need batteries in my inventory? I do for something. We're not getting poor alien samples, so that's a problem. Oh, frick. It needs 2. Oh, that needs to be equals 0, right? I think that was the problem. I think I had that inserter set wrong. Okay, I'm glad we looked at this, because this was broken. Because this should still work. If this runs twice in a row, we should get the second one in here right before that first one spoils. Yeah, okay. And then it doesn't matter, because that doesn't have a spoil time. So we're good on that. By the way, somehow I'm forgetting this mechanic. When you have multiple spoilable ingredients, what is the spoilage of the result if it is also a spoilable product? Is it the most spoiled? Like if you have a 50 and an 80, does the new one come out at 50? Well, does it start being crafted at 50, I should say, and then it comes out even lower than that because it's spoiling while it's being crafted? Or does it come out as the average? Or even weirder, does it come out as a weighted average of the multiple things that went into it? So if it has more, if it had 10 of those and 1 of those, would it care more about that one? I think it's just the lowest, but correct me in the comments, because I actually don't know that for sure. Anyway, we've got logistics science, and it's beautiful. Although there's none in here, so does that mean he took a trip? Oh, he did! Look! Look at that! We started researching drilling fluid. Perfect! Perfect, perfect. Alright, I'm gonna call it an episode there. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next episode.